Hey everybody, welcome to an episode here on Talk Daily, where we're going to be talking about California once again being in the news. Before I get any further, let's just give you the credit, what credit is due. Who wrote it? Emmy White is the writer of this article, and then it's from Car and Driver. As always, I have a link to this article in the description below. So let me start first by saying, hopefully having a great day wherever you are in the world, and let's dig into it. California smart camera is to enforce loud exhaust policy in California starting in 2023. So what's going on in California? Okay, I'm done doing that voice. Okay, California cities, 6 California cities will take part in an automated enforcement pilot program aimed at curbing noise pollution. Yes, sirree, noise pollution. Before you get all angry and saying, "Oh my God, what's going on? We're gonna have cameras, popping like wild mushrooms all over the state." No, that's not what's going on. Okay, the law it hasn't changed. If you're driving, I believe what is a 90 decibel, 95 decibel, that's the limit for a vehicle. 80 is the limit for motorcycles. You can get a ticket today. Okay, so if the enforcement agency is there and it's enforcing that law, you will definitely get a ticket if you're exceeding that. So putting that out of the way. Okay, so having said that, in an effort to reduce noise pollution, California is set to implement a camera automated exhaust noise enforcement. The pilot program will span from January 2023 to December of 2027 and will be tested in 6 different cities across the state. Camera enforcement fines will be issued only after subsequent violation of the 95 decibel ceiling for cars and 80 decibel limit for motorcycle, respectively. So this is I'll give you more details before I kind of give you my opinion and jump on the bandwagon. But for now, let's just give you an idea what it is. It states that California is stringent emission and modification regulation. Yeah, we know. California's in any state. We got that. So the pilot program is starting in loud exhaust from cars if it's signed by, and here's the key, if hasn't been signed yet. Okay. If signed by California Governor Gavin Newsom, the camera enforcement program will begin January 1st of 2023. The bill specifies 6 undisclosed cities throughout California to take part in this experimental program. And then the article saying, before panic sets among West Coast enthusiasts, it's important to read the fine print of the unsigned Senate bill. Nuanced. Oh, I hate that word. Nuance. I'm just kidding. So it hasn't been signed yet. So anyways, California has long specified a decibel level at which stock or modified exhaust system are deemed too loud, 95 decibel. I just said that in 8 for motorcycle. This hasn't changed. What has changed, however, the mean enforcement. So that's how they're going to enforce it. They're going to be a camera, a sound activated enforcement system. I love it. Sound activated enforcement system, which sensor are activated when noise level exceed legal limits, and a smart camera used to obtain a clear photograph of the vehicle license plate. The text of the Senate Bill 1079 reads, similar to speed camera threshold found around the world, these cameras are triggered by high decibel levels and can zero in on the offender plate. It is not immediately clear how these cameras will pinpoint vehicles in traffic or how they will differentiate between cars and motorcycles. Oh man, and they go on comparing it to Bill 1824, which repealed the fix-it ticket option in favor of mandate fine. Remember those fix-it tickets? Not a fan. Now it's just going to be a fine. 1079, SB 1079 provide more progressive protection for road goers. Signage is required to notify motorists before they enter an enforcement zone. Not signature signage, like maybe a sign. When you're driving, there'll be a sign saying there's a camera enforcing zone, enforcement zone, loud enforcement zone, exhaust enforcement zone, whatever they're going to call it. First-time offender will not be charged, and only subsequent violation will incur fine. So the first time you drive by, you get the picture taken saying, hey, don't do it again. Next time you do it, there'll be fines. Additionally, participating city governors are required to create a payment plan. Where is that money going to? The plan from these tickets, where the money is going to go to? Schools, repairing roads, etc., whatnot. Deferment option and fine waivers for low-income vehicle owners who demonstrate a temporary or indefinite ability to pay. Just California. So anyway, let me. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Okay, so let me just kind of give you an idea. First and foremost, how are they gonna enforce it? Because to me, motorcycles, you put the license plate in the wheel arc of the motorcycle. Good luck getting that idea. No one is gonna put it in the front. Most people put it out there. If you're driving, you have a loud exhaust. You already know what's up. You're not stupid. Okay, you don't put your license plate out there. It's always hidden in the wheel well, so no one's gonna see it. And again, if you're exceeding that decibel, people have been getting tickets. I mean, it's not like this is a new law. It's just the way to enforce it. So the first and foremost, I don't know how they're gonna do it. It sounds kind of okay, cool, whatever. Second, as far as the vehicle is concerned, some cars are allowed from the factory. Now what? So how is that camera going to distinguish? Oh, that's a 911. That's a 2017 911 GT3 RS. Oh no, that's going to be exceeding stock. Is going to exceed it. So now what? Again, if you're just an average Joe, it's not gonna really bother you, because most cars do not even reach that sound decibel. But again, modified cars would. So I don't know. I just feel like California is just a nanny state. If you look at guns, you look at cars, everything. They're just a very nanny state. And if you're reading this and you're going, ha ha ha, California. Well, what happens in California is gonna spread to the rest of the nation and spread the rest of the world. It really is. California is just car manufacturers gonna look at this and say, well, okay, since we have a California specific catalytic converter, now we're gonna have a California special exhaust. You know what? Let's just make it all standard, because they don't want to bother with it. That's my assumption. Anyways, but I don't know. I just feel like it's and the fact that you can't pay. I mean, this inability to pay. That's the reason we have a lot of cars on the road. A bunch of tickets on them. People, like you see an RV that's completely destroyed, sitting in the street, and you keep calling the city, hey, can you move this thing? No, they can't pay. So again, that's another thing about California. Again, I don't get involved in politics. It is what it is. California, if you're middle class, you're the one who gets screwed the most. If you're poor, well, you know what? There's a million program meant to help you. Why don't you? And middle class, what? Get a third job. Dude, I'm already working 2 jobs. Like, how many jobs do you want me to work? It's just getting crazy. But it is what it is. I'm optimistic about the future, because I know we're going to electric, so it doesn't matter. That law, it's not going to be effective. It's only going to be relevant, again, to car collectors, and people are still holding on to their old cars. And again, if you're poor, there you go. There's already a loophole pre-made in this thing. You're poor, I can't afford. Low income, I'm low income. I don't want to pay for water and electricity. Low income, so whatever. Anyways, I don't get California. It kind of wants to be like a socialist, but we're not socialist, we're capitalists. So it's kind of like, what are you doing? Anyways, let's take away from the hot potato. Let's move it on. Again, driving is not a privilege. I messed it up, didn't I? It's okay. I'll edit that out. Not. Driving is a privilege. It's not a right. So that I am very aware of. So, you're driving on public road, you got to obey by the laws of the land. Having said that, it is what it is. So now here, articles talking about raising question about the fledgling program and its implementation, and its await executive approval. While the bill does not specify which role will be subject to enforcement, a spokesperson for California State Senator Anthony Portantino confirmed that the cities included in the program will be responsible for deciding which road to enforce using public input process. What even that means? Public input I don't know. They can ask the public, hey, what road do you want to enforce it? And I'm okay with residential. Yeah, who else wants to have a loud car screaming in residential? But anyways, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how to enforce it. Again, this is all speculation. The final amount remains unclear how much it's going to be beyond the maintenance and contribution and continuation of the program, creating a tangible traffic calming infrastructure. Is the sole use for revenue granted by these fines, state officials say. What does it even mean? Traffic calming infrastructure? I don't know what that means. Hey, look, an exhaust. Look, man, if you have a motorcycle and you have a loud exhaust, I had that on my bike. You know what? Before my bike got stolen, I'd rather have your ear get bothered a little bit. I have the lights on, I have my bike, because People do not see you on a bike. They don't see you. So I don't care, man. When you're riding a bike, I don't commute on my bike. I ride it for joy. And when I'm riding, dude, on the weekend, when I used to ride it, man, your eyes, you gotta. If they don't see you, man, no one sees you. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy in Cali. Well, again, I think that happens anywhere in the world. Okay, I don't want to go off on a bike, but if you ride a bike, you're with me. How many times you're riding your bike and the car just goes in front of you, like, what are you doing? You haven't seen me? You don't see me? But anyways, that's different. I'm not saying the exhaust is what's gonna save you, dude. You could have the loudest exhaust and someone will cut you off. That doesn't mean anything. It's just one of those things that psychologically kind of helps. You know, if your bike is really quiet, it's not that good. But again, look, the law has been there. This is not a new law. 80 decibel for bike, it's been there since 1980 something. Okay, so nothing has changed. But here you go. They're raising some concern. We're raising a point saying, what are we going to do if you have a car that's a factory and it's already exceeding that decibel? For example, 108 decibel for the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, for the 2019 Corvette ZR1 and 2019 McLaren 720S Spider, both 99 decibel. I think that wasn't, I mean, the law already existed and the car manufacturer made those cars. So the car manufacturer are aware of it. And didn't bother them. So as I said, like the cars they are loud when you wide open throttle. They're not that loud when they're idling. So if you're driving cautiously normal, it doesn't matter. Even if you have a hot rod, I'm pretty sure if you just eat off the gas, you'll be all right, man. Just ease off the gas. You don't downshift, and then that's when you're going to have that very loud sound. So in a way, it's very easily avoided. So don't look at this and become really upset. So anyways, moving on. I digress. It will be curious to gauge the accuracy of the enforcement devices. Of course, how manufacturers will continue to alter vehicles for California markets, and if the program penalty policies become a blueprint for more equitable traffic enforcement. In the meantime, California residents will be making the switch over to high pitch hum of electric power anyway. Man, that's a whole nother can of, oh my god. If you're not aware of California, by 2035, the governor is saying we don't want any more internal combustion engines. California, we're going to be clean. Again, that's California saying, I know what's best, and what happened in Cali is going to affect the rest of the world, because what happened in Cali is going to affect the United States. What happened in the United States they're going to affect the world. It's just the way things go. Again, if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Express your opinion. Don't give it a thumbs down. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Go ahead and type, because I personally think, I mean, that's what it is. It's our fact. It's not even my opinion. I'm just telling you what's going on. I believe that things gonna be good. I'm an optimistic person. Okay, we're gonna go to electric. That's cool. No problem. Okay. They know where utopia is, and then leading us to the path where things gonna be good at. Okay, fine. All right, cool. It is what it is. Again, don't be all alarmed by this law. Going back to the story, don't be all alarmed. California is an anti-state, so it is what it is. Yeah, they, from smog to vehicle registration, everything is extremely expensive. We pay more for gas. We keep paying more, and that's one of the. Again, if you're unable to pay, California will take care of you. So I don't know what it is. I have no idea. It is what it is. So anyways, this is just the news. Don't be alarmed. Once again, it's not even the law yet. And if it is, it's not. Again, it is already a law. Okay. It's not implemented. The cameras are not implemented yet. The law already exists. If your car exceeding those decibel, you will get a ticket if regardless. So, but the way you're getting the ticket now is different. That's all the subject is all about. How they're implementing this law. So it is what it is. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. I personally, I don't know. I just like more freedom. I mean, if you're living in Texas or in Florida, man, lucky you. Really lucky you. It's just getting stupid how much they're charging us just to function. Remember, cars, we need cars to function. We need cars so we can go to work and get groceries and whatnot. So California is saying, hey, get an electric car, man. Get an electric car. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can't afford put gas in my car, but I'm going to buy a $50,000 electric car. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but as I said, if you have an electric car, you don't have to worry about anything. And that's the direction we're going. Am I going to get an electric car? Yeah, go with the program. I'm not going to sit here and be all angry at all these things. Okay, fine. I'll just get an electric car. Charge it in my house and call it a day. I'm just waiting for electric car to get the better range. I'm honestly just waiting for technology going to keep up. Because by 2035, we're not going to have any more electric cars. Because this gentleman right here, he, remember, see, California knows best. He knows best. Everybody knows best. They tell you how to live your life. Yay. So that's the only thing part that bothers me. We're grown-ass people. We don't want people to tell us, excuse me, we don't want people to tell us how to live our life. Leave me alone. But again, driving is a privilege, not a right. So obey the laws of the land. It is what it is. And I'm okay. All right. We'll get an electric car. But in the meantime, the cameras are not up yet. If they're going to be up, we're going to hear about it. And we're going to know where, because there are going to be signs. And as you saw, the first time you go by, you just get a warning. Second time, you get a fine. And if you can't afford it, just tell them I can't afford it. I'm low income. And then there you go. You're good. You have a free pass. Just keep driving by there. And I don't have no money. So, I don't know. We'll see. They're probably going to iron it out and fix it. So, I'm just being a little bit... I'm being a little bit mean, but it's just that, if you live in Cali and you're paying all these fees and fines for gas and registration, you kind of feel like, this is the straw that might break the camel's back. But again, that law already exists for the decibel. None of my cars make that much loud decibel, so I'm fine. By the way, that's really loud. If you're wondering what 100 decibel, that's loud, okay? So 95 is fairly, not just, other countries have that, so... yeah, having a car that's that loud is actually not fun. I'm not in favor of those cars, and sound pollution is a thing. Absolutely, who wants to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning? Some stupid guy just screaming down the road. We don't want that. Okay, so I'm okay with the law. I'm not asking to change the law. It's just that cameras. I'm like, it just feels like, okay, you already plug into the OBD2 in my car to check the smog and check, and check and like. All right, but that's the only complaints I have. So, anyways, this is the news out of California. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. And hey, the weekend is coming up, so have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.